Share it up real quick. We live from both YouTube. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, sorry. Yep, it just went up there. Shalom, Israel, with the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yana. Tonight, I got with me Priest Officer of 500, Karatazar. I'm Priest Officer of 50, Karan Yala. Yahba Shimi Al Shabrak Thumb to the brothers. Yahba Shamar Al Thumb by Shimi Al Shah to the sisters. Welcome to another episode of Nothing New Under the Sun. Basically, tonight, we're going to get into the spirit of Whoredom and how that spirit is a spirit of the days of old, and how it still is alive and well today in the world that we live in these times, right?
Right.
We're gonna get into physical whoredom, like the things that you can do on a physical level, and then we're gonna get into the spiritual whoredom, or however way that I want to go about this class. This is an excellent topic. I want to give a shout out to you, sir. You know what I'm saying, for this topic, and it's going to be a heavy class and a much needed class in Israel. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, sir, go ahead and take the floor, man. You know what I'm saying?
If I could, we just had, this is what, December, what's this, the day after Christmas, December 26th, man. And the reason why we're going to talk about the spirit of old of whoredom, because and whoredom physically and spiritually, I want to just touch on the spiritual aspect real quick, because yesterday a lot of y'all just celebrated Christmas, or hopefully a lot of y'all didn't, but in the world it was known as Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, or however, it's the time of the holiday season, and you guys doing these things are not realizing you're spiritually being a whore. You know what I'm saying? You're committing adultery in the spirit, because you, as an Israelite, Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, you are married to the Lord. The Lord looks at you as his bride or as his wife. You know what I'm saying? And by you going out there and celebrating these holidays and not honoring the Lord's feast days and high holy days and celebrating these, these holidays and stuff like that, it shows that you are, like, most of these holidays, if I can say this real quick, most of these holidays have a back history of serving of another God, right? So by you celebrating these holidays, you are showing the Lord that I don't care about you, I care about them, and I'm going to open my legs to this. You see what I'm saying? Figuratively speaking, as what a woman will do, and that kind of ties into the physical aspect, and that's why we're going to break down what a whore does physically, and then we're going to get into the spiritual aspect of it. If I could, I think I got it right here. Get the definition of a
what you want the definition for, sir?
Harlot.
Harlot, con, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Get the definition of harlot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get the definition. Y'all can look at these definitions up yourself. Harlot, prostitute, whore. It's these things are inside the Bible, and it talks about how the whores bring destruction. You know what I'm saying? Like you as a young, like, let's say you went to high school. Most of us went to high school. You know what I'm saying? You go to high school and you got all your homeboys, and your homeboy dating one girl. This situation that happened plenty of times. Your homeboy dating one girl, and she get mad because you start talking to another shorty, and then what she do next? She go date your best friend on in the same circle,
right?
Or your best friend want to go talk to her, and she opens her legs to him, and now what is she doing? She's sowing discord among brethren. That's one thing a whore can do. She can sow discord among brethren. She can bring you to a piece of bread. She can destroy your household. You see what I'm saying? She can bring you STDs and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? These whores, and the spirit of a whore it's accounts of whores in this Bible. We're finna get to them, and it's also it's accounts of whores in this Bible that the judgment they have for them, and it talks about them. And today, how these whores are still in the earth today. You guys, these sisters got that spirit on them, and they need to shake it off. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I got that definition for you, sir.
Kind of.
Okay. It's harlot, right? It says a prostitute, a woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationship.
That's what a harlot is. When you hear that in the Bible, it's a woman that nowadays would be described as a prostitute or a hoe. You see what I'm saying? And she has many casual sexual encounters. And you see a lot of these sisters, they promote just casual sex, or they enjoy just having casual sex. They think it's something of normality when it's actually something foreign in the Israelite, and as in the Israelite culture, and you as being an Israelite, it should be something foreign to you. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
One more time, Baba Kasha.
You want the harlot definition again?
One more time,
sir. Harlot, a prostitute, a woman who has many casual sexual encounters or relationship.
Right. So you mean, and also not just sexual encounters, you are in many different relationships. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of sisters out there that say, I got a work husband, I got a side nigga, and I got my husband. And then on top of that, I got a sugar daddy. You see what I'm saying? You have many casual relationships. Let's say I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, even though you might say you don't, but I'm gonna just say I give you the benefit of the doubt. Say you're not sleeping with all these men. The fact that you are having a relationship with all these men outside of your relationship with your husband, which is the sex is marriage. We're not gonna get into that right now, but sex, the man that you lie down with is the man that you are endowed to, meaning the man that you are married to, and that's who you are to be loyal to.
Right.
So by you having, which is your husband, right? So by you having all these sexual encounters or these relationships, let's say you're not having sex, but by you having all these relationships, that still makes you a whore in the eyes of the Lord. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not supposed to have these relationships with these other men. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be closed off and loyal to your husband. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Kareem, if I could, like, what's some examples of whoredom that you see nowadays?
Man, that's a heavy question right there, sir. Examples that we see of whoredom nowadays is basically, I'm gonna give you a big one. This so-called hot girl summer that they be talking about. You understand?
Right.
Like sisters basically going out to clubs and just dealing with all different type of men with no repercussions and no responsibility and being attached to these men. You understand? A lot of sisters, they like you see it all over Instagram. A lot of sisters are basically whoring themselves out for money in these times on a big scale, and it's to be accepted by society. You understand?
Right.
Like women that sit around and basically like hype each other up to be harlots. You understand?
Right.
Like you got a lot of older sisters in the black community that's actually what you call it? They're basically giving the younger sister pointers on how to whore themselves out for money by telling certain sisters like, man, you shouldn't deal with a brother if he broke, or you got to go find you a man who really got some money that'll take care of you. You understand? Right. A lot of these sisters that's in the music entertainment industry, they promoting being a whore to the younger generation of Blacks, Latinos, and Native American women, and it's destroying our community as far as like the mind frame that these young sisters are basically being indoctrinated to think like. You understand? Right. You got sisters like Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion that's parading themselves in these skimpy, whorish clothes, and all of this music that these sisters is putting out is literally catered towards the younger generation of females to actually like model themselves after these sisters, because you got Blacks, Latinos, and Native American girls that's growing up in the ghetto. They growing up in poverty-stricken neighborhoods and less fortunate situations. Now, when they looking at TV and they see a bunch of females that look like them, doll themselves up to look pretty and put on all these skimpy clothes, it kind of gives our younger sisters that's still in the hood a mind frame like, man, maybe if I be more like Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion, I can get myself out of this bad situation that I'm growing up in. You understand?
Right. They want to be accepted.
Right, right.
And that's the downfall that brothers have to play. Like brothers have a role to play in this aspect of the spirit of whoredom as well, because you have to not only not accept the whores, but you have to correct them. You see what I'm saying? When you see your daughters or when you see your nieces or your cousins or your sister, let alone, and they're acting in such a manner, you have to correct that spirit, because whores are they're only out here because men love them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right. Men love them, so they're doing not only what men like, and they're exploiting it. They're exploiting what men like, because but they also, men, you have to be not exploited in that aspect. You have to correct that. Hey, look, don't dress like that. Sisters, right. We're not gonna like you half naked on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna like you like that. That shows the destroyed mindset. You know what I'm saying? Right. That a sister has to show her behind. That has to show, you know what I'm saying, her cleavage or whatnot, just to get a man. Like a man gonna see that regardless. You see what I'm saying? Whether you're showing it off or not. Like he gonna see you, and you should want a man that wants you more so for your mindset rather than in your spirit and how you come off, more than your looks. Because beauty is man, and beauty is only in the eye of the beholder. You see what I'm saying? So you can get in a car crash, Lord forbid, you can get in a car crash, or you can have a minor fall on your face, and now you don't look so good, or now you can't walk the same, or now you can't do this and that. And now what? Now what do you have to offer a man? See, right. You got to be more than just your looks. You have to offer him a humble spirit. You know what I'm saying? A listening mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to submit to my husband and and follow him in the right direction. And brothers, you got to be a righteous brother enough to make yourself. You got to be a righteous brother to lead that woman. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Damn right, sir. And if I may too, sir, like what you just said was so heavy in this, right? As far as the brothers basically taking accountability for our women being whores. They are whores because we allow them to be whores because we love whores. You understand? And it's so heavy in this, right? You have these young daughters that we raising up, right? If this young girl witnesses her father deals with whores, you understand, and she sees that, okay, this is the type of woman that he likes, she's 9 times out of 10 going to eventually become that same type of woman because she knows that woman pleases her father. Right. You understand? And it's heavy that you pulled that, right? I found the perfect precept for exactly what you just said. And if I could, sir, can I go ahead and bring this up in the class right quick? Because it's heavy.
Of course.
Kind, sir. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, and verse. I'm starting at verse 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Like you see these sisters that wear these them big false eyelashes and basically like how they trying to doll themselves up to entice a man to give them what they want. Like you gonna know a whore when you see one by how she looks. You understand? Verse 10. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straightly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Now, us as Blacks, Latinos, and Native American men, we have a strong role in our household. You understand? To raise up sons and daughters to be able to be righteous unto the Lord. You understand? But if you got a young sister that's sitting there and paying attention to her father dealing with whores or liking this certain type of woman, then eventually she's going to become that type of woman. And what's going to happen is your daughter, she's not going to have no shame because she sees you deal with women that don't have shame. And the scripture says, I'm going to read that once again. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. And when your daughter learns this type of behavior, she's going to abuse herself if you give her the freedom to abuse herself. She gonna go out there and get trains ran on her by the football team. She gonna be the talk of the neighborhood. You understand? She gonna be the young girl the other mothers in the neighborhood don't want their daughters to be hanging out with. And I'm gonna continue. It says, verse 11, watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Don't be surprised when she trespass against you, because you already know what type of child that you're dealing with, because you basically instilled these principles and the lack of having a code of ethics or moral standards in your daughter. You understand?
Right.
And continue. It says, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found water. Man, look. It says your daughter is gonna open her, man. Look, the Bible is so like, you can't tell me a nigga didn't write this book. You understand? Yeah. It says she's gonna open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. That's literally the Lord calling these type of women thirsty. You understand? Yeah. The same term that people use today. And it says she's gonna open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. If a thirsty traveler is going to and fro and he's thirsty, soon as he finds some water, he's going to drink it. You understand? This is going to be the same type of spirit that your daughter going to have on her when she's out and about and she meets any man. You understand? She's going to open her mouth as a thirsty traveler. I'm going to keep reading. And drink of every water near her. You understand? And that's self-explanatory if you understand these scriptures, how we understand these scriptures. Like, your daughter's basically going to be a whore. You understand? Right. If you don't raise her up in the right way and you don't tell her the principles that a Black, Latino, and Native American woman is supposed to have according to the scriptures. You understand? And it says,
if I could real quick, like how you saying, like, this is why the scripture that say train up a child in the way they may go is important. Like your daughter is going to be at an age where I have daughters, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like your daughter is going to come into an age, and we were young men at the time. We was waiting for that. The girls that just want to have sex, you see what I'm saying? In the world, and so in the world speaking, your daughter's going to come into an age. And look, y'all like and shit, y'all like, subscribe and share the class, man. But if y'all could, please, if y'all could. But back to my point, your daughter's going to come into an age to where she's going to want to have sex. She's going to see a boy who she thinks is handsome, who she feels sexually attracted to. Like, these feelings come natural. And just like with natural feelings and natural urges, there's demons. You see what I'm saying? Demons are lurking and seeking whom they may devour. You see what I'm saying? Right. So that spirit, that old spirit of whoredom that's been around, you know what I'm saying, since ancient times, is going to come and hunt your daughter. You have to train her up in a way to where she doesn't be as a thirsty traveler, to where she doesn't, in her times of liberty, she doesn't look for many, what's the precept say? Many waters, Slucky?
Come on, sir. It says, and drink of every water near her.
And drink of every water near her. You have to raise her up to be as so like, okay, damn, I know that I have to get a husband who is righteous, not only righteous, but who is not just going to have sex with me and do away with me, who is not just going to throw me away, or I have to find a man who's going to lead me right. You see what I'm saying? Right. But first, hold on, let me establish myself enough to where I don't just need a man for money, that I can actually contribute to the household. But if you are a sister that has a husband that provides and takes care of you, there's nothing wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you want to build your daughters in this way, and have them strengthened up enough to where they can back these things, because niggas are going to offer them money for their box. So if she has money, that's not going to entice her. Niggas are going to offer her fancy cars and this and that. So if she's able to work hard and get them on her own, and she understands, that's not going to entice her. You see what I'm saying? Right. She's going to be able to decipher between the two. And that's why I said what I said. Like, you have to be able to raise these daughters and give them, in their times of liberty, be on their ass. And not so much an overburden and but be on the ass as far as teaching them. You know what I'm saying? And humbling them. So they're the perfect sisters to raise up. Like, I know most brothers want sons. I love to have daughters. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm now taking responsibility, because the Lord said I believe out of 10,000, out of 1,000 women, he only found one righteous. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing the scripture. That means we got a lot to work to do with these sisters. And if I can have a daughter to raise up and give it to a righteous brother, most high in Christ. You see what I'm saying? That's much needed in the society, because the spirit of whoredom has increased, and the spirit of the spirit of righteousness in a woman has decreased. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you absolutely right, sir. Yeah, sir. Like, most high in Christ, like you absolutely correct. You understand? I'm gonna just finish out the scripture too, sir. So the viewers can get the point on what I'm trying to make, as far as like it's our responsibility to raise up daughters, just like you said, to be righteous, upstanding women according to God. You understand? Right. And it says, by every hedge will she sit down. When it say by every hedge will she sit down, she gonna be in every brother's house. You understand? She gonna be in John's house. She gonna be in Mario's house. She gonna be everywhere. You understand?
Right.
Chilling with all different type of dudes. You understand?
Right.
And this last piece of the scripture, this is the closer right here. And it says, and open her quiver against every arrow. Man, look, you don't raise your daughter right, she's going to be a whore. You understand? If you show your daughter that you like whores, or you like to deal with promiscuous women, and she knows that this is what pleases her father, then she's going to be exactly like those other women that you try to get pleasure from. You understand? But Salakia, that was it on that one, sir.
If I could pull Titus 2 and just 2 and 1, just start at 1.
What, sir?
Real quick, Titus 2 and 1. And it goes to show, is you as a father, like how you were saying, I'm gonna piggyback off that, you gotta have your righteous woman on your side.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because let's say you got daughters, right? And like, I'm gonna speak from a personal aspect, right? I have daughters, right? But they're not by my rib, they're not by my rib right now in the truth. You see what I'm saying? I have daughters from when I was in the world. You see what I'm saying? Now, when they come to my house, they see a woman cooking. They see a woman, you know what I'm saying, doing hair, and you know what I'm saying. She teaches them, no, cover yourself up, put your don't walk around the house like that. You know what I'm saying? They teach them these things. You know what I'm saying? Teach them to be a woman and show them a womanly spirit, just like men need to see a manly spirit. Like a man don't want to just, you know. It's likewise. It's the genders have their roles and how they play, like, and so it's the opposite of what she might see over there with her mother. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? She's gonna see that, oh, my father, and your daughters love their father. You know what I'm saying? I always got one daughters. If I get old, I know I got my daughters to help me out when I get older. You know what I'm saying? They gonna love their father. They're endeared to their father, and don't mess up that role in teaching them and showing them. And it's not just by what you say, it's by what you do as well. Like you were saying, you got to be able to teach them and have a righteous example for them to follow. You know what I mean? If I could, the Titus 2 and 2. If you want to say something, please go on.
I'm too wild, sir. I'm too wild, sir. I got you right here. You want me to start at 1, sir?
Let me see. Just start at 1.
Come on, sir. This is the book of Titus.
Just a prelude, because a lot of women, they think they can teach this Bible, and we got scriptures that cut that. You know what I mean? We got scriptures that cut that. A lot of women think that they can teach the Bible to the congregation like they inspired to be men, and that's the spirit of a whore too. You trying to be masculine? That's the spirit of a whore. That whore demon is on you. You see what I'm saying? That's not the spirit you're supposed to have as a woman, right? Keep going.
Yeah, right. Come on, sir.
This is what you as a woman should teach, right? Keep going.
Right. There's the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 1. But speak thou the things which become sound doctrine. Verse 2. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience.
Right. So, men, this is how you're supposed to act, right? But it's going to get to the woman in a second. Keep going.
Come on, verse 3. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness.
So the Lord is saying, be as a woman that become of holiness, right?
Right.
Be in that behavior as a holy woman. a woman that is set apart. Because if you look in the world today, a lot of women are following that bandwagon that they see the celebrities on, and that they see, like you were saying about Instagram and these celebrities, Cardi B, this, that, and the third. They following that bandwagon because they believe that this is the way to go, right?
Right.
But the Lord is saying, no, be in the way of holiness, be in the behavior of a holy woman, right? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Not false accusers.
Not false
nor,
accusers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, sir. Nor given to much wine.
Mm-hmm.
Salakia, not given to much wine.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers of good things.
Now look, not giving too much wine. Don't be a woman sister out here getting drunk and getting out the spirit and opening her legs to any arrow. Don't let your quiver open to any arrow that you see fit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be a sister that's out here just opening her legs because she drunk. Oh, blame what's that song Jamie Foxx said? Blame it on the alcohol. Like you can't do that. The Lord said that's not holy behavior. That's not how a sister should conduct herself. You see what I'm saying? You should have more discipline. You can't get out here, get out the spirit, and got that drink that you feeling loose, and you know what I'm saying, and you being false accusing and just talking out your ass and opening your legs. Like that's the spirit of a war. You see what I'm saying? But he said rather be a teacher of the good things. Now, what is the good things? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 4. That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children. Verse 5. To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed.
Hey, look, we're going to go over these two verses right here. Because the Lord said, hey, look, you older sisters, you teach these women how to be of a sober mind, meaning of a righteous mindset. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Teach these sisters how to be a lover of home, to be loyal to their husbands. You see what I'm saying? Not husbands as in more than one, but multiple sisters with multiple husbands. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like that came out wrong. Multiple sisters with multiple sisters and their husbands. That's the way to put it. You know what I mean? To love their children. A lot of sisters abandon their children and go on these hokapades. If I could, these that's what they call it, whole escapades or hokapades or some shit like that. They go on these whole trips.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I think you just invented a new word, sir. It's a lot.
These hokapades. God damn it. You know what I mean? Like I remember I read a story. I believe he brought it down on One West Radio. This sister left her children in the house on her birthday for 3 days.
Damn.
Just so she can go out and have fun. You see what I'm saying? That's the spirit of a whore. You're neglecting your children. The spirit, like the spirit of a whoredom is not just opening your legs to every man. That's a main part of it. But it's also you neglecting your children, you not being loyal to your husband, you know what I'm saying? You having these many different relationships, you know what I'm saying? And a righteous sister is to teach you these things. Like an age woman, like an OG in the game. She's supposed to teach you how to conduct yourself as such. No, be this sister. You know what I'm saying? Like the sisters that are veterans in this truth. Right. Teach you see you new sisters coming in. They're your example. You see what I'm saying? Like Neo Cornell, we might see a Captain Mashak, Captain Cesario, Captain Dohar, you know what I'm saying? And them be our examples, Captain Kwam, them be our examples that we follow after. Like in this concept, see the classes and you know that they study them. But it's other sisters in here too that are these husbands that are these brothers' wives that you can learn from as well. Or a sister that's just been in the truth and she hasn't married yet and she's a veteran in this truth too, and she can teach you some things too. How to conduct yourself around brothers, how to be, how to carry yourself. And they're teaching you goodly things, holy things that are contrary to what you might have learned before. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you don't have nothing to add, please continue.
Come on, sir. Verse 6. Young men likewise exhort to be sober-minded. Verse 7.
Salakia. Read 4 and 5. Read 4 and 5 one more time. The 6 goes into the young man. Salakia.
Come on, sir. Verse 4, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children.
Right. You gotta love your husband, sister. You gotta love your children. If you have the mindset
Right.
of a whore, you're ready to abandon the nigga that you had for your first baby by. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or the first nigga that loved you since he wasn't a righteous brother and you didn't listen to your father or listen to your mother and you stuck out the house to go open your legs and lose your virginity to that 23-year-old man or that 21-year-old man. Now you suffer the consequences of a broken heart because you thought he was going to love you and show you something different. And he told you these sweet nothings and you didn't listen. You see what I'm saying? You didn't listen. So now you're suffering the consequences of these things, right? The righteous sister will teach you against that. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit of whoredom that the sisters got to avoid that comes on you. You see what I'm saying? You can look back in your life, just like brothers looking back in their life, like, damn, I was a fucking sinner. Like, that happened to me. Like, a lot of these whores like to blame everybody else. When are you going to take accountability for your actions? You know what I'm saying? Like, this spirit, isn't this called nothing new under the sun? You know what I'm saying? Like, this spirit is nothing new under the sun. The Lord done put out a judgment for you for these sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, because he knows, the Lord knows, he's watching. The Lord says, my eyes are in every place beholding that which is good and evil. You know what I'm saying? He's watching. So he knows that you were a hard-headed ass sister that did not choose to listen to your mama saying, lay your ass down and go to bed. You're not going out with your friends. And you chose to sneak out with your friends anyway. And now your heart got broke. And now you saying, fuck niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now you're saying, sorry for my language. Now you're saying, I'm just gonna do what makes me feel good.
Right.
And it's not the mindset that these sisters should have. You know what I'm saying? If I could, you can drop that. Let's get into Proverbs 7 and 1.
Come, sir.
You know what I mean? Like these man, this spirit is a. I'm going light on it. Some brothers go heavy on it, but I'm trying to really correct these sisters. You know what I'm saying? And correct that spirit because it's like this is something that is vital in our community. It's destroying. Like whoredom is destroying our community. The Christian church is destroying our community. Brothers being whoremongers are destroying our community. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is all sins against the Lord, man. And you got to see how a whore operate to see how you spiritually, as a brother and a sister, how you spiritually committed adultery or whoredom against the Lord, man. We're going to get into that, though.
Damn right, sir. Damn right. You said Proverbs 7.
Let me get there with you. Proverbs, I believe, 7. You just start at 1.
Con, sir. Let me know when you're there.
I was just there. All right. All right, we good.
Con. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 7 and verse 1. My son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
Right. So this is Solomon speaking. He's saying, my son, keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee, right? Keep going.
Con, sir. Verse 2. Keep my commandments and live. And my law.
Because we know the
Salakia. Go ahead, sir. Salakia.
Because we know that the wages of sin is death. He's saying, keep my commandments and live, right?
Right.
Keep going.
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
Right, because you know that if you keep this law and you follow this law, you're not going to go out there and marry a whore. You're not going to marry a harlot. You're not going to do these things. These things are not going to catch you up. You're not going to be caught up in Christmas. You're not going to be caught up in Valentine's Day and Easter. And you know what I'm saying? You're not going to be caught up in dealing with heathens and things of that nature. Let the law be the apple of your eye. Let that be your main focus as it should be for a sister. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going.
Come, sir. Bind them upon thy fingers. Write them upon the table of thine heart.
When it says bind them upon thy fingers, that means whatever you put your hands to do, your actions, let that be righteous. Let that be in the boundaries of the law, right?
Right. Come, sir. Verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Right. It means keep them close to you in shorter words, right? Keep going.
Come. Verse 5. That they may keep thee from the strange woman.
Oh, wait. Now we're about to get into it. So they may keep thee from the strange woman. Now, think of this as twofold, spiritual and physical, right?
Yeah.
Keep going.
Come, sir. From the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Right. These women gonna game you up. Like these experienced whores are gonna game you up. You see what I'm saying? Like they gonna conduct themselves in a manner that they see appeasing to you. Now, if they feel like you a sucking nigga, they're gonna get at you like a sucking nigga. If they feel like you more sophisticated and they gotta get at you this type of way, they're gonna adjust themselves and get at you that type of way. You see what I'm saying? And by you being a righteous brother and you being a righteous brother or sister, it's gonna keep you from these ways. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be. This is my focus. I know anything outside of these parameters, I know it's bullshit. It's like I know it's BS. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stay on a straight and narrow. You know what I'm saying? And think of this in a physical and spiritual way. The ways of the world are enticing. You know what I'm saying? The ways of the world are enticing for you. You might look this way like, dang, man, they having fun over there on Christmas right now. They got big weed and you know what I'm saying? They got presents. And look, the Lord made you broke on Christmas for a reason.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made you without gifts and everybody getting the things you want. You looking on social media, they getting everything you want. Somebody got handed a fat stack of 40 bands. And you like, damn, I could use that right now. Give me the Passover, this, that, and the third. That's to test your spirit. To see if you're going to call up your mama, be like, hey, you know what? I will come over. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it this year. You know what I'm saying? To see if you're willing to lay down the laws of the Lord and serve these other gods. The Lord going to test you. Just like these whores are going to test you. See if you really a nigga that's going to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Damn right. Damn right, sir. You want me to keep going or was that it on that?
No, keep going. Because it's going to break down what whores do.
Come, sir. Verse 6. For at the window of my house I looked through my casement, 7, and beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youth a young man void of understanding.
These whores are out here on the hunt, Akim.
Right.
They out here on the hunt. They said she's looking at her window like, okay, who can I get today?
Right.
You know what I mean? Who can I seduce today and devour them? That's the spirit of whoredom. This is the spirit of a strange woman. That's what you're seeing. Right. They seeking whom they may devour. You know what I mean? Right. She said she's looking at the ones simple of understanding, the simple ones, the ones void of understanding. Man, you don't know what's going on. That's why the Lord said,
if I may, what you bringing out is so heavy. Like, just picture in your mind a sister who got some game about herself, who really about what she be doing to get money about the niggas, and she just see a nigga at the club like, oh, got him. That nigga dumb. He don't know what the hell about to go on. I'm about to get him for everything in his wallet tonight. You understand? Right. And that, hey, it's heavy, man. Most High Christ, sir. Like, it's heavy that you bring this out because this is literally how whores go to and fro in the earth. They seek to devour niggas just like Satan does. You understand? Right. But Salakia, sir, I just want to say that on that.
They seeking who they may devour. And they might not, like, this is speaking in the old times, they look out their window paying, but they looking on social media too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They looking on social media. They looking out the window of their car like, okay, hey, you know what I mean? They looking out, they looking whom they can plot on. And it's the spirit of a whore it's a deviant ass spirit. It's an evil, wicked thing, man.
Right.
And sisters don't realize that they got that on it and they have this I don't care attitude about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what? Like, and you know what I'm saying? I'm getting what I want out of life, but you're not realizing like what we're reading right now is this of the spirit behind that. You know what I'm saying? If you could just read that one more time and let's keep, you know.
Come, sir, verse 7. And beheld Among the simple ones, I discerned among the youth a young man void of understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 8, passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house.
Right. Hey, look. Where do pimps put their hoes? Come on, Coriola.
On the street.
On that corner. You know what I'm saying? They put them on that corner, man. They got
Right.
they put them right there. I call it the blade. They put them on. They put them on there. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? They put them on them streets. They put them on that corner. And this is what look how the Bible written before this time. These times is describing what's going on in these times.
Damn right.
Because there's nothing new under the sun. God damn it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Out here.
Hey, so like this, sir, we definitely gonna have to do a part 2 to this one.
they out here, they lurking, and they some sisters do this without a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And some sisters do it with the pimp. Either way, it's still wickedness. And they seek it when they made a vow. That's why in the first couple verses, Solomon's telling you, bind the commandments about thy finger, write them upon the table of thy heart. The heart is synonymous for mind in the Bible. Solomon's telling you, keep this in your mind. Remember this. When you feel that urge, when that demon come up on you, remember, dang, okay. In Leviticus, it tells us, thou shalt not be prostitute the daughters of Israel. So why am I going to go to a prostitute's house? You see what I'm saying? But that's why she's not going to come, a whore's not going to come up to a righteous brother. And she bold as hell because she knows she's going to get shut down. You know what I mean? Whore's going to come up to people who they think that they can capitalize on. If she's doing it to a priest, she's just trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? Because she know we're not going to mess with her. You know what I mean? Or she just don't know who we are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if I could, sidebar, I'm going to pull Leviticus 19 and 29 real quick just to prove that it's in the law. It's not supposed to be no prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29.
I got it, sir, if you want me to read it.
I can read it real quick. I'm already right here.
Okay, kind.
It says, do not prostitute thy daughters to cause her to be a whore. Lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you have anything you want to say on that, Coriola, you know what I'm saying? The floor is open. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, like just like you said, sir, like if this is literally the perfect precept to what you said about the men of Israel loving whores. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If we continue to indulge in women being whores and getting women to think that men love whores or keep loving whores, you understand? The scriptures, I'm gonna read that one more time. So it say, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom. Look, blacks, Latinos, and Native American men, if we didn't like whores, there would never be a whore out of our nation. You understand? And this is literally what this scripture talking about. If you allow your women to be whores, then your whole nation is going to be full of whoredom. You understand?
Right.
That's heavy in that, sir, like that you brought out that scripture, because this is literally what we see every day in these times. Every time you go on Instagram, it's a broad on there trying to get some money out of the dude, just like we read in Proverbs. Like how you said, sir, the window ain't just your physical window pane. Now it's Instagram, it's social media. It's a sister looking at her car door, and they looking for these simple-minded, young, dumb niggas, so to speak, to basically get what they can gain up out of these niggas and using they body and the game that they got from being taught by older women that taught them how to be whores. Basically, to just get in your wallet, you understand, and leave you there broke and stupid. You understand? Right.
That's 100% right. And like you saying, if brothers ain't messing with whores, because it's a give and a take, or like a yin and a yang, so to speak. Like you mess with a whore, then you leave a whore. Now that's technically your wife, But then she goes sleep with another man. So now she done committed adultery, and you caused her to sin because you didn't keep her. And now she goes sleep with another man, and then this sister's just sleeping with men. Like it's the land is now like that's confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, the land is now wicked. Like the Lord looking at that like, damn. So you mean to tell me this sister then did this and did that, and this brother left that sister? She's supposed to really like, you know, or this man was really trying to be with her, but she didn't really like that, and she's like, it's just all confusion. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's not of the Lord, man. That's wickedness. You know, land is like majority of our people in today's times are niggas is either gang members and whoremongers.
Right.
Our sisters is either prostitutes, strippers. You know what I'm saying? Which is the damn near the same shit. You selling your body for monetary gain. That's a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? Our sisters are either strippers and hoes. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, that's what they are. And or hella masculine. You know what I'm saying? And emasculate men. Like this is what our land has suffered to, and the Lord looks at that as wickedness, man. You know what I'm saying? It's wickedness. That's why in the book of Proverbs, he's telling you, look, man, learn these laws. Keep them in your mind. Keep them in your actions. It's going to keep you from the strange woman. If I could, let's go back to that real quick.
Come with kind, sir. Salakia, you want me to
What was that? Verse 8.
Verse 8. Sorry. Verse 8. Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
Right. So, I mean, at nighttime, you know what I'm saying, which is usually when the hoes come out. Go ahead.
Right. Come with kind, sir. Verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtile of heart.
So they met him a woman. He was passing by, and they met him a woman with the attire of a harlot. Now, the attire of a harlot is, we got the definition of a harlot. It's a woman who believes casual sex is okay and casual relationships with different men are okay, right? So the attire of a woman that is of a harlot is not. I mean, a woman that dresses as the way of a woman that believes in the ways of a harlot is going to dress revealing. You know what I'm saying? She's going to dress sexy, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Like how your wife dressed for you when she trying to, you know what I'm saying, get that about you. You know what I'm saying? How she trying to like seduce you a little bit. You walk around the house like this. You're going to see sisters, how your wife might walk around the house comfortable. You know what I'm saying? She got whether a little, what's some things, a shawl on, or, you know, something a little bit revealing for her husband. That's how sisters walk. That's how harlots walk around the streets. Booty shorts, butt cheeks out, and with their kids and going to the store. You know what I'm saying? Got their booty cheeks out and got their all these different type of things revealing their body, and that's the attire of a harlot. You know a harlot by how they dress and how they look, right?
Right.
Keep going.
Kind, sir. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
Now look, this goes back to Titus about how how an older woman's supposed to teach you how to be in your house, how to take care of your children. But she's stubborn. She's hard-headed. This is how you know it. It's a horrid spirit on this sister. She's stubborn. She's hard-headed. She don't care about her kids. She don't know how to cook. That's like a main thing I see sisters don't know how to do nowadays. I'm like, isn't this surprising to me? Because nigga, I know how to cook and I'm a man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and you don't know how to cook. You can't make no spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? You can't make no, you know what I mean? Can you make a noodle? God damn it, like shit. Like, what can you cook then? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they be burning rice. Y'all I be like, God damn, that's some of the easiest shit to make. Just put the pot on, put the top on, let it boil till it absorb the water in, turn it off. Shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is so bird brain, so simple minded. They can't even do that. You know what I mean? Her feet abide in her house. She has in other words, she has no home training. You know what I mean? She don't care for her kids. She don't know how to take care of her house. She's sleeping on the ground, and she got J's in her closet. You know what I'm saying? That $300 could have went towards your damn at least an air mattress. You know what I'm saying? A quality air mattress or you know what I'm saying, a bed board and a bed frame, get your bed off the ground. You know what I'm saying? Like people be having their priorities out of order, and this is how whore thinks. She's stubborn, she loudmouth. Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 12. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
Mm-hmm.
So she caught him and kissed him, and with an imprudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Verse 15. Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
Right. A whore gonna make you feel like she the only nigga that you said she talking to.
Right.
Like a sister might, how I go. Like you be like, how many other niggas is in your inbox? Oh no, you the only one. I don't got my phone dry. You know what I'm saying? You be like, you a damn lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lying to my face right now. Like that's the spirit of war. She said I done did this and did that, all this just so I can find a man just like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She's lying. That's what we're do. This is Proverbs 7. Solomon's giving y'all some game. And Solomon's the brother to get game from. He done had the most women by record in Israel. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
So this is the brother to get game from. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the wisest brother in Israel. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important that you absorb this up and recognize this is the spirit of a whore. You know what I'm saying? She's going to make you feel like you're important to her. And in the back of her mind, she seeks you harm. Right? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 16. I have checked my bed. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt. Verse 17. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Verse 18. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves.
Let's solace ourselves with loves. So she's saying, basically, I done did this. My house is prepared. I got this. I got that. You know what I'm saying? We can come and we can sip a little wine, and you know what I'm saying? I can turn on the slow jams, or this is a woman really trying to seduce you. You see what I'm saying? Picture that. It's a woman of a seducing spirit. It's a woman. She's also stubborn. You're going to tell her, nah, maybe we should wait. She ain't going to listen to that. She's going to get what she wants out of you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
A woman of a pressing spirit. And you as a brother should be wise enough to, see, look, we supposed to go about it this way. You trying to go about it this way. Like, it's certain sisters, like, you might inbox because she knows she's beautiful. You might talk to her. And then next thing you know, she's sending you naked pictures out of nowhere, trying to get the ride about you. Like, whoa, hold on, I ain't even asked for all that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But then that's her revealing herself to you. That's the Lord revealing the spirit of that sister to you. She's a slut. She's the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And what are you gonna do now? The ball's in your court. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
She's testing you on your priesthood, testing your gangster, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's testing you on that. And what you gonna do? You gonna fall victim, or you gonna be a brother that reverence the law and avoid them things, right? Because look at this whore. We're gonna keep reading. Look at what she got the whole time. Keep going.
Right.
She telling you all these good things of her house and all this and that. She smelled good and did all this, got the fresh bed sheets and all that type of stuff. Like these in the old times enticed the brother. You know what I'm saying? But keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 19. For the good man is not at home. He is gone a long journey. Damn.
Whoa. So you mean to tell me the whole time she got a man?
It just got real.
Oh my gosh. See, but look, she didn't got you with the flirting and the 4 chapters above, 4 verses above that.
Right.
You already on 10 ready to go. You don't care about the bed. She could have been sleeping on the floor. You don't care no more. You was like, she look good, she smelled good, she coming up to me. You know what I'm saying? Making me feel important. This is what brothers have to avoid, that spirit of whoredom. And this is how sisters have to conduct themselves of not being. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And nothing wrong with going after a man that you feel is handsome and righteous, but have a righteous mindset when you do it, sisters. Have a righteous mindset when you do it. If you know you got a goddamn man, you shouldn't be out here talking to nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you got if you talking to a man already out on flirtatious dialogue, shouldn't be talking. Don't be entertaining nobody else. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, have some righteousness about you. You know what I mean? Have some dignity and integrity about yourself. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have this stubborn spirit, and you don't take care of your household. Have some type of humility about yourself. Like, okay, I want him. I'm gonna go after him. But then let this be the only brother that I want. Or if this doesn't work out, I have a plan A. I mean, I can go after this brother because he didn't want to talk to me. I would like to talk to this brother. Like, that's how our sisters should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just sit there and just be like, I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna talk to him all at one time.
Right.
Now, who you gonna pick? And then you didn't hung out with this brother, kissed him, hung out with this brother, and grabbed your ass, and hung out with this brother, and everybody didn't know each other. Now, like, man, and then one of the last brother you married, and then now it's like, man, brother, now they talk like, hey, yeah, I didn't kiss so and so's wife, I didn't grab her ass, I didn't did this and that to her. It's like, damn, you're not conducting yourself as a righteous citizen. You're conducting yourself. You had that horror spirit on you. Just because you ain't OPLAs to them, you had many relationships. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And these type of things, you don't want to do that. Have them at one time. Close it out in a good chapter. Like for example, what I'm talking about is like sisters courting in a school, right? A sister might court a brother, right? It don't work out. So is it wrong for a sister to court another brother? You see what I'm saying? Like, you court another brother, boom, it don't work out. Take time in between them though. You know what I'm saying? And courting them, and in those courtships, like, okay, bro, let me work on myself. That didn't work out. Maybe it's some more stuff I gotta work on. And then boom, move on. But it's nothing wrong with courting different brothers if you're being innocent in your courtships. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You out here doing stuff in your courtships, which doesn't go on in the UPK. But if that spirit comes on you to do something, you got to fight that. You got to, fight that off. You know what I mean? Because now you're having this spirit of this whore spoken of in Proverbs 7, right?
Right.
But the whole time, this sister got a man. If I could, Slocky, I got off track, Slocky.
Right. You want me to keep going, sir?
Yeah, if you could, verse 19. So she came up to this young man, simple-minded, without understanding. She tells him she got all these things, telling him that, look, I've been waiting all day for someone like you, blase, this, that, and the third. And she tells him, my man ain't at home. Or she did y'all at the club, you talking, and she's saying, something like that. Yeah, so she got a man or something like that, or you know what I'm saying? Or he don't ever be home, or we ain't did nothing in a month, or you know what I'm saying? Or it's complicated. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, these are the saying that she's saying the good man is not at home. Right? Keep going.
Come on, sir. Verse 20. He hath taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. Verse 21. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Verse 22. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
If you could, Karanya, break that down for me, Bubba Kashar.
Oh, so like 22?
20 and 21.
Oh, 20 and 21. He hath taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed. She basically like, look, man, this nigga gone. He ain't coming back no time soon. Like, you good. He gone. He ain't coming back no time soon. It's cool. Go ahead. Come up in here. We can sit back. We can watch Netflix. We can chill, have a drink. You feel me? And you can get this. You feel me? That's what she's saying. In 21, it says, with her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. Meaning she gamed this brother up to go into that house to basically have sex with her and get what she want out of him. You understand? She didn't give him the perfect story to get this brother in the house to do exactly what she want him to do.
Right.
Well, you keep reading.
Yeah, Con.
Come on, sir. Verse 22. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter, or as a fool to the correction of the stocks.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Come on, verse 23. Till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasted to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
God damn. You know what I'm saying? He don't know that what he doing, that box is gonna cost him his life.
Right.
And not literally just like you're gonna die right there on the spot. No, you're gonna catch something. Or your life is gonna be ruined. As you thought, like, oh, this little good time I got. No, it's gonna be your life is done. The Lord is gonna bring judgment upon you now because you went into the house of a whore, first off, and second off, a house of a married woman. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like he don't know that. Look, man. And if you read further on down, it tells you to avoid these ways, strengthen your mind up from these things, and not fall into them ways of a harlot. You know what I'm saying? Don't be flattered by her lips. And this is what I'm trying to tell you now, right now. You know what I'm saying? You can't be flattered by the ways of a whore. You can't be flattered by the ways of a harlot. If I could you
I may, sir, real quick, sir, quick sidebar too. Verse 23, that's a heavy ass verse. It say till a dart strike through his liver. Man, look, if that brother come home and he sees you having sex with his woman, he's going to shoot you. You understand? Like you're going to get shot. You understand? Like imagine you coming home and you finding your woman having sex with a man. Like, and if I may, if I'm not sure if this law still stands, but they have a law. I think it's called like the heat of passion, crime of passion, something like that, to where some people in some states they actually get off from murdering a person when they come into the house and see. Yeah, you understand? Like they being so much like you basically insane at that time. And these scriptures are so heavy. This is how you know niggas wrote this. A nigga knows if he come into his house and he see his woman having sex with another man, he's going to be so enraged that somebody really might get shot up in there. You understand?
No, real talk. Like, and that I believe, yeah, like you said, in some states it's either like manslaughter or it's not considered like murder or nothing like that.
Right,
it's like manslaughter, or sometimes they could get off. Like, you know what I mean? Like imagine you come home and you see your woman in your bed with another man. Like, you're going to be upset. You know what I'm saying? Not only at her, but at him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? And the Lord said the adulterer and the adulteress in the law shall be put to death. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know how your judgment will come, brother, going into that house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Sister, you don't know how your judgment will come. Coming, allowing that man to come into your home, or not even just in that home, he catch you at the hotel room, or you know what I'm saying, catch you, you don't know how your judgment will come, being a whore or you being a whoremonger. You know what I'm saying? If I could you bring out that John, Baba Kasha?
Oh, Matthew,
Salaki.
Yeah, kind, sir. Yeah, Most High Christ, sir. Kind. So basically, we're gonna get into the New Testament real quick. You understand? I'm gonna go ahead and end it in like another 15 minutes. You understand? But in the New Testament, it's an account in the New Testament, right? Where I'm just giving you a quick backstory of it, right? And it's heavy what I'm about to bring out, because the spirit of whoredom will actually get the spirit of whoredom actually got one of the greatest prophets in the New Testament killed. You understand? And basically, I'm gonna give you a little. Well, I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it, because it's kind of going to explain the backstory on what actually happened. You understand? This is the book of Matthew, chapter 4, and chapter 14, and I'm gonna start at verse 1. At that time, Herod the Tetrarch heard of the fame of Yahushua, and said unto his servants, "This is John the Baptist. He is risen from the dead, and therefore mighty works do show forth themselves in him." So Herod, which was basically the king over Israel, and we gonna get into that probably in like a couple of few episodes because we definitely have to do a part 2 on this. But Herod basically he heard how famous Christ was doing, and he heard of the works of Christ and how famous Christ was becoming in the land of Judea at that time. So he's thinking Christ is John the Baptist reincarnated, like he's came back to life and now he's living through Christ. Now Herod knew John the Baptist, you understand? He knew the type of work that John the Baptist put in as far as like his deeds and how much he was a righteous brother, you understand? So he's thinking that this is John the Baptist reincarnated in Christ. And this is really the backstory of what happened to John the Baptist, you understand? Verse 3, for Herod had laid hold on John and bound him and put him in prison for Herodias' sake, his brother Philip's wife. For John said unto him, it is not lawful for thee to have her. Now, quick sidebar. Herod is not an Israelite. This is an Edomite convert. You understand? He converted to our law, statutes, and commandments, and he basically was the king over Israel, portraying that he was a righteous person keeping our law. John the Baptist, he seen that Herod ended up sleeping with his brother's wife. You understand? And he told him, like, look, bro, it ain't lawful for you to have her, bro. That's your brother's wife. Y'all committing adultery. You understand? And John was put in prison for this. You understand? He was put in prison for telling them that they not keeping the laws. You understand?
Right.
Verse 5. And when he had put him to death, he feared the multitude because they counted him as a prophet. Right. Now it's going to get into how John the Baptist was actually put to death. You understand? Verse 6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, the daughter of Herodias danced before them and pleased Herod. Now, picture a female today dancing seductively in front of a brother's face at a regular nightclub or even at a strip club. She gonna dance seductive to try to entice that man to get what she wants out of him. And this is exactly what Herodias' daughter did to Herod. You understand? She basically was on the same spirit of trying to seduce this man with her body just so she can get something up out of him with from the orders of her mother. You understand?
If I could, where you at, Matthew?
Matthew 14. 14, and I'm on verse 6.
Want me to pick it up?
Yeah, Consor, you can start at verse 7.
Matthew 14 and 7. Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she asked.
Right. So this dancing that Herodias' daughter did for Herod, it actually pleased him so much that he would give her whatever she wants. That's the same thing that a sister is doing in these strip clubs, or she's sending you naked pictures. You understand, through social media, trying to get something up out of you. It say she pleased him so much that he basically like pledged to her with an oath that he would give her whatever she wanted. You understand? Continue, Baba Kashara.
Verse 8. And she being before instructed of her mother, said, give me John Baptist's head in a charger.
Right. So her whole reason for going to go dance for Herod to basically please him and entice him and seduce him on his birthday. This was actually a plan that was given to her by her mother. Now, if you know who Herodias was a Israelite woman. You understand? This sister, she was actually a sister of the children of Israel who ended up dealing with these Edomites that was in power. You understand? Now, this is like how you brought out in Titus, sir. A sister's supposed to teach you what it is to be holy. You understand? What it is to live good according to the scriptures. Well, Herodias, she did the whole opposite of that. You understand? She dealt with this heathen. You understand? First of all, she was already the wife of Herod's brother Philip. These is two Edomite dudes that we ain't, like our nation, like the scriptures say, we can't give our sons and daughters to them. We ain't supposed to take their sons and daughters. So she broke the rule and played the harlot and being this Edomite's wife and having a child by this man. You understand? Then also, not only did she have a child by this Edomite dude, she ended up sleeping with his brother. You understand? Now, when she slept with his brother, like she playing a whole lot of different versions of a harlot right now. You understand? And John the Baptist like, look, man, what y'all doing is out of pocket. That's against the law. You ain't supposed to do none of this. So she already don't like the fact that John the Baptist is basically like telling them about themselves on her not keeping the law and basically her being a whore and committing adultery with dealing with this man's brother, even though on top of them being another nation of people that we not supposed to deal with. You understand? So basically, Herodias came up with the plan like, look, man, I don't like this nigga John, man. He doing too much. Like, I want to be able to do whatever the hell I want to. And with this nigga in the picture, I'm going to he going to be a thorn in my side on me basically wanting to indulge in whatever activity that I want to indulge in. You understand? So what happened was, go ahead, sir.
So if I could real quick, and just like the spirit of whores today, they don't like to be corrected. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't like to be corrected. John the Baptist was correcting her.
Damn right.
She didn't like it at all. She wanted his life for that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And just like whores today, you trying to tell them, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. They don't feel like that. I'm not listening to you. I don't got to listen to you. And they want you out the way. They try to scrutinize you and, you know what I'm saying? And get like, you know, bash you as much as they can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the same spirit that she had on her back then.
Now you absolutely right, sir. And in a lot of instances, just to piggyback off of what you said, a lot of instances today, a sister will get into an argument with her husband about him trying to correct her. And what will she do? She gonna call the police on him. You understand? Lie on him, say he did this and did that to try to get judgment pronounced on him by these damn crackers. And this is literally what Herodias did with John the Baptist. John the Baptist tried to correct her, like you said, sir, and she wasn't feeling that. So she devised a plan to use her daughter to go play the harlot role, just like she did herself. She went to go dance for Herod. Herod, look, my mama wants you to get John the Baptist's head, cut his head off and put it in the charger. He sat back. He done already swore to her by oath because she came and seductively danced for him to entice him. And she won't, all she doing this is because her mother wants John the Baptist's head cut off. He already just swore to her by oath. So when she asked him for this, he delivered on this. And this is literally how John the Baptist died. You understand? Continue, Baba Shah, sir.
Where we at, verse 9. And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her.
Right. He like the Herod was like, damn, man. I done already swore that oath though. So go ahead and go get John, cut his head off, and bring his head to him. You understand? And John, like John did so many works, you understand? Even though he fell out the truth, you understand? But Christ even said, man, John was great. It ain't nobody that wasn't better than John. You understand? Yet John got his head cut off and killed because of the spirit of whoredom. You understand? And this is like the scriptures say many have perished because of women. You understand? Like man, you understand? Like the spirit of whoredom is so evil in this on blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. You understand? You like the fact that we sit back and and I'm gonna just go into like a little bit of the spirituality of whoredom. The fact that we sit back and try to come together in this empire, which is literally about whoredom. Like the Lord says, this is Babylon the Great, the whore that sits on many waters. You understand?
Right.
Our people indulge in this ideology of coming together with America, when America just makes whores out of your daughters and homosexuals out of your sons. You understand? Right. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, we have to come back to our law, statutes, and commandments in order for us to change our being in this society. You understand? Mm-hmm. We have laws against our women being prostitutes and whores. We got laws against us being priests on dealing with whores and prostitutes. You understand? Like you said, sir, the scriptures say, raise your child up in a way where they should go, that they depart not from it. You understand? Mm-hmm. Christianity puts the spirit on blacks, Latinos, and Native American men to indulge in sleeping in whores because your Christian pastor keep telling you that the law is done away with. You understand?
Right.
They telling you to celebrate Christmas, which in turn is teaching your young daughters to basically whore themselves out for presents or monetary gain. You understand? Mm-hmm. Our young sons, niggas is out here like, and I'm gonna bring this out probably next class too, but the spirit of whoredom, it's got our people in an uproar as far as like trying to fit in with society. You understand? Mm-hmm. You got brothers that like right now, it's the robbery rates are going up every time of the year around this time because you got brothers that want to be able to provide these gifts because we've been indoctrinated by this Christian church that we supposed to come together with the same people who making whores out of our daughters and drug dealers out of our sons. You understand?
Right.
Your daughter, if she not being trained up in the right way to live, just like we read earlier, she gonna open her arrow to she gonna open her quiver to every arrow. Meaning, when you raise your children up to have the same ideology as your oppressor don't want you to be righteous. Your oppressor don't want you to be holy. Your oppressor wants you to be a whore. You understand? Because what's gonna happen in turn if blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans follow up under the ideology of whoredom? They're gonna keep us as their slaves, and they're gonna keep being able to make money off of us. You understand?
Right.
You won't have these big strip clubs if our people understood that we ain't to indulge in dealing with whores. You understand? Mm-hmm. You won't have an industry, a $1 billion industry of our women whoring themselves out. You understand? With these holidays, like Valentine's Day is so damn evil. You understand? And not to go off topic, but Valentine's Day is literally about a woman being a whore for the night for a gift. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Like, you got sisters that will do all type of manner of evil just for a gift and pleasure in one night, and let that man do all type of manner of evil to her for one night just for presents. You understand? Mm-hmm. And this is literally like, this is the spirit of America. The spirit of America is to whore yourself out for monetary gain, whether you a man or a woman. You understand? But Salakia, sir, it's coming close to that time. You got anything you want to add? We definitely got to do a part 2 to this, sir.
No, for sure. If we could, that's all I'm gonna say. Let's get that part 2 to go in more into more depth on the spiritual whoredom. I know we pretty much covered the physical whoredom.
Right.
We could go into depth on the spiritual next week.
And I'm gonna make sure too, sir, if you want, you know what I'm saying, we can start earlier so we can go in like probably like a 2-hour class, a 2.5-hour class or something like that. We can start a little bit earlier next week.
Okay, just let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sir.
If I could, just tune in, y'all. Like, subscribe, share, man. Get these views up. Promote the show for brothers. Support this truth. You know what I'm saying? ISBK Sacramento on YouTube. ISBK Sacramento on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We in all the avenues. You know, I'm sharing it to every avenue I could.
Damn right.
Officer Cornella, man, you know, you can find the post on our page as well, man. Y'all make sure y'all share this up, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notification when we go on live, you know what I'm saying? And support the brothers, you know what I'm saying? We putting in this work for y'all to learn, you know what I'm saying?
Right, sir. With that being said, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shabaraka Thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shamor Allah Thun Bashim Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Like the Adawan said, man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. Tune in next week for part 2. We're gonna go into depth. You understand? Lord willing, we can get a longer class, and that's basically pretty much it. You got anything you want to add on, sir?
La.
Shalom, Israel.